What's up, metal fans? This is RJ.
And this is Josh from the band Halestorm.
And you're watching Metal Mania. Stay metal! We are here, sharing a chair.
We're
in the
sharing.
backstage.
Since you signed with Atlantic Records, the things seems to get really faster for Halestorm. So could you talk about your relation with your label, Atlantic Records?
Our relationship is wonderful. We were signed to Atlantic in 2005, a long time ago, and for our first album didn't release until
2009.
So for 4 years we toured on a very small 5-song EP, recorded live, and then for 2 years we were in LA writing and recording that first album. It was such a long process, and during this process record labels were falling, you know, left and right. Record labels were going down, and many friends of ours in different bands were being dropped from their label, and we were certain that we would also be dropped because we are a band that's been signed for 3-4 years and have produced nothing. But they kept us on and believed in us, and still just they have supported us 100%.
Yeah, we really got to get to know them a lot, especially in the beginning when we were showcasing for record labels in New York City. And we played this one club called Don Hills in New York City, and yeah, we did like 20 different showcases up there, and it was pretty cool. The club owner had a friend who had a friend who was an A&R guy at Atlantic, and he came out to one of our shows. And then we played again, and the head of the label came out, and we played again, and they brought a manager and all the interns, and you know, we pretty much just got to know everyone at the label, everyone and their families, you know, pretty personally. So, you know, when we got signed to Atlantic Records, we already had a pretty good relationship with them. It was almost just kind of more respected. They're like, oh well, now you're official. It was pretty cool, and to this day they treat us great. You know, we're definitely a priority over there, so we feel lucky.
Yeah.
And over here too, our relationship with Warner over here, and with you know, everyone that was with Roadrunner UK, who unfortunately they got shut down, but everyone that was working there still works independently, and they still put in a lot of work for us. So it's pretty cool. It's good.
Family.
Yeah, it totally is a family kind of thing. It's good to see you know, that much passion about the music, you know, on the business end that we do on the music end. So it's pretty cool.
And so your last album, in the strange case of, has been placed in the first position of the US hard rock charts, and second place in the UK rock charts. So you created the band with your sister at the age of 10.
Yeah.
And at this time, would you have imagined such success?
To be honest, when we were kids starting out playing, we never thought it would ever get to this point. You know, it was pretty much just a fun thing to do on the weekends. You know, book a show and play for our friends, and you know, just go out and do it ourselves. And that we just kept on doing it, and just you know, just started working our way up, started building a good following on the East Coast in the United States, and yeah, it was pretty crazy to be here and getting a tour over here. And our last tour in Europe was our very first headline tour overseas, so it was a huge milestone for us. and then winning the Grammy and everything. So with all this stuff going on, it's pretty incredible, and I think that we're still kind of unaware of just how successful we are, but we get reminded every day by all these incredible fans that come out to our shows. We're like, you guys like this as much as we do? You guys are crazy,
Best job in the world.
So we get the best job in the world, absolutely. We're so lucky. We remind ourselves every day how lucky we are to do this.
Let's talk about this album. Could you present it to our reader?
Yes, the album is it's called The Strange Case of Halestorm, and we decided this album title because we had written many songs. When we first started recording this album, we were just off tour and right in the studio and played a bunch of heavy rock songs, and about halfway through recording Lizzie started presenting these very slow and intimate, very heartfelt songs, and we loved both. We loved both.
It's a hard decision, right?
So it was difficult to how do we put this all together and make it work. And so then she wrote Miss Hyde, and it was a nice play on the duality of craziness and also,
Yeah, the title actually, I guess it was hugely inspired by the old Dr. Jekyll and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde books. So this album is kind of like if you could take Jekyll and Hyde and put music to it. The crazy heavy stuff like Love Bites, then the more softer, intimate stuff like Here's to Us and Break In and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
we did it on purpose.
Yeah, we did it on purpose, and it's a very fun rock record. It's
very dynamic.
There's something for everyone. We have celebration songs, all-out rock songs,
angry songs,
and very heartfelt
happy songs.
ballads. So yes.
The track list of this album is quite singular. It begins with 4 heavy songs, followed by 3 ballads. Weren't you afraid that could break the rhythm of this album?
Yes, we were, but we loved these ballads, and we wanted them to be heard, and we wanted them out there. So
I think it was cool. I think it kind of just shows the dynamic of where our heads were at when we were writing the record, and it was we as a band, we love so many different styles of music. We love metal music, we love pop music. So I think it's cool because it gives everyone kind of a chance to hear a different side of Halestorm, and as well as the side that they might already know, and then they hear something different, and it kind of keeps it interesting, I think.
Before signing with Athletic Records, you realized 2 EP. And if you had the opportunity to record them again, would you do it?
Our first records?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Every time I hear our first record, I think, oh God, I could have done that so much better if I did it this way, or if I played this, or if we wrote this differently.
Yeah.
We're huge nitpickers, but I'm personally still proud of it.
Yeah, very proud of it.
It's a good start.
It was a very good start, and we are our own worst critics, and we probably play those songs better now than when we recorded them, but that's part of the learning process and maturing as a musician and a band, and I'm sure next album will be better than this album because hopefully we continue to mature.
One can only hope,
right?
Or continue to get more immature, man.
Yeah, or whatever.
Either way, we'll evolve into something.
Yeah.
So.
In 2011, you released a cover album with songs like Slave to the Grind from Skid Row, How to Get Me from Guns N' Roses, but also older stuff like I Want You of the Beatles.
Yeah.
And also
Bad Romance by
Bad Romance.
Yeah.
Could you explain those choice?
Yes, well, Bad Romance that was actually chosen by the fans.
Fan.
When we started when we started picking songs, everyone was helping us pick songs. We were picking songs, our families were picking songs, our label, everyone was throwing their ideas in, and and so we asked the fans as well, and they picked Lady Gaga. So
It was pretty crazy.
we did it, and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a
a
fun
challenge.
It was very hard, very hard.
But it was cool because after we covered "Slave to the Grind" by Skid Row, just after learning it and working it up, it was almost like a really good exercise for us as a band
right.
to work up other people's music and then kind of make it our own. And we loved playing that song so much. So we're like, we need a song with this kind of energy, you know. And then Love Bites kind of was spawned from that. So that was a huge inspiration on that.
Yeah. Right.
And we're making we just finished making a new
Yeah,
one.
we just did another cover album, so this will be released maybe 3-4 months. Yeah.
You had the chance to play with the original singer of Skid Row, Sebastian Bach. So
Twice.
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 Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He seems to be a really nice guy.
He's very
We're
cool.
gonna do it again
So,
too with
what was it?
I think.
How was it to play with?
It was incredible. His energy, just in meeting him, his energy is so intense. It's-
Human tornado.
Yes,
Basically
he
is what he is.
And on
he's
stage,
like 7 feet tall.
and on stage, it's just as crazy. He comes out and
Swinging the microphone.
he's a beast and
Great frontman.
incredible frontman, incredible singer, and just honored to be able to play.
Nice
with
guy
him.
too.
Yeah,
He's really fun. Yeah, it was just incredible to have that much positive feedback about our cover
Yeah.
of Slave to the Grind, and he started contacting us through like Facebook and Twitter, and his guitar player would, like, some of the guys in the band were like, "Hey, we loved your cover of Slave to the Grind." We were like, "Oh, really? Cool." You know, we figured they'd be like, "Oh, they disgraced our song," you know, but they loved our version of it, and he wanted to sing it. It was pretty fun in Tokyo. He had came out and sang. It was
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Can we expect a duet with Axl Rose or a past member of the band once?
I don't know. I would love that.
I
That'd be
would,
great.
yes, I would say maybe sometime in the near future we'll get someone as a duet
That'd be cool.
on a song. Yeah, I mean, Lizzie has sung with Slash, and it would be fun to play a song with him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say yes. Someday we are going to do a duet with someone for sure.
So concerts and tour seems to be the art of.
Oh yes, we
Halestorm.
always touring, right? Yeah, we love it. We love to travel and playing as much as possible. This is our, like we said, this is the best job in the world, and
bread and butter.
and we love to tour, and we love to play live, and
We
in
love to
front of
travel.
whoever.
And get to see, things that normal kids our age don't get to see.
Yeah.
Getting to travel to Paris, getting going all over the world. We just went to Russia last year for the first time, or I'm sorry, a couple months ago for the first time, and then we did Tokyo, Japan, and so
It's so much.
I think
fun.
we're the traveling types. We're not. If we sit at home for too long, we're like, all right, time to get back out.
Now, yeah.
We don't like to sit still. We're kind of ADD, I think.
Yeah.
You're actually touring with Ballads for My Valentine. So how was this decided this tour?
Oh, it's
This
awesome.
was a
Yeah.
few months ago. How many months did we?
Oh.
3 months maybe. This tour
Yeah,
was
yeah.
decided, and we were very excited to find out that we were touring here in UK and Europe with them, because we know how popular they are, and we've played with them before, maybe 5 shows in the States, and had a great time with them. They're wonderful guys, so we were very excited to tour again with them, and And
And
now we
Miss
get
Maniac.
to spend the next 2 months. Now we get to spend the next 2 months with them. It's great. It's
We get to bring
very
them
exciting.
over to our turf. We're
Yeah.
taking them to the U.S. and we're gonna do a U.S. tour there. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun run there. Be great guys. Professional Welshmen.
And if you could choose one artist or one band to play with, who would it be?
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters would be a good one. I'd love to tour with them. I wouldn't mind touring with Gojira.
Yeah.
They're a really good band.
They're cool.
Metal. You know, Miss Maniac would be another good one. I'm just kidding. What's that? Pantera would be cool. Yeah, I'd tour with Pantera. Maybe Led Zeppelin. Maybe if Led Zeppelin needed a fill-in drummer, it'd be like, hey, you know, let's tour with Halestorm, and maybe we'll get their drummer to play drums for us. Like, okay, sure, Led Zeppelin, I would love to play for you guys.
Let me think about
Let me think that. Yeah. So that would be a dream come true. All right, let's make that happen.
For sure. So let's talk about your influences. Who was your first musical hero?
Josh. No. Miss Maniac. Mine was actually, well, the music that our parents kind of raised us on. Me and my sister, like our parents are, you know, they're classic rock fans. In fact, their song at their wedding was Panama by Van Halen. So we were raised by, like, you know, Van Halen and a lot of the bands that you know, from the UK, like Led Zeppelin, The Who, Cream, that kind of stuff, you know. And those drummers especially were big influences on me. Drummers like John Bonham and Keith Moon, and even the older ones like Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa, that kind of stuff. So
I think yeah, Beatles for me.
Beatles.
That was probably my first
Yeah,
musical
The
heroes.
Stones,
For sure, I was a big Beatles fan and still am. But some of the first songs I ever learned were Beatles songs.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So could you present individually each member of the band? Is there a dictator, a joker, a batteur?
It's a democracy. I think we all make decisions together, and any decision is usually discussed between us before it's decided. And it's always been a family, you know. And
Yeah, it's true. You know, you like. I think that we all kind of even you know, Joe and Josh aren't officially related to Lizzie and I, but you know, they might as well be adopted. And you know, I think as a band, you know, that those are like the closest people that you can truly trust, you know, with your life, pretty much. So it really is like, you know, like a band, like the four of us. It's almost like four of us against the world, you know.
Band of brothers.
Yeah, band of brothers. You know, you gotta stick together and make decisions together. And, you know, if you know everyone's happy and everyone agrees on something, then it just makes it even better. You know.
Do you have any details, any funny details about concerts and tour?
Like our concerts or
like
other
funny stuff that happened during the concert.
Funny stuff that happened during a show.
Once Lizzie, some guy threw a pair of boxers up on stage and it landed on Lizzie's microphone.
Yeah.
All she was singing is "I'm in love." Whoa, you know.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's pretty funny. God, every time we
So
ask
any
this,
other-
I just can't. Like,
Yeah,
just-
there's gotta be some.
man, like,
One time, it was a big festival in America, and mosh pits would start. Then we went into our song "Familiar Taste of Poison," which is a slower song,
ballad.
and a mosh pit starts of all girls during this slow song. It was all the
It's-
guys are just like, "Whoa,
It's ladies'
okay."
skate.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to go near that.
yeah.
It's scary.
That was pretty funny,
A
pretty
chick pit.
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very badass.
Yeah.
So thank you for this.
Oh, yeah, thank you, guys.
That was very
Hey,
nice.
thank you. Merci.
Makes multiple angles. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
You guys want us to do like a live?
Stay metal!